A very warm welcome and good morning, dear donkey sisters and brothers, and all those who want to join the family. Altin Donkey says hello from bus 900 from Edinburgh to Glasgow. Why from the bus and not from the bed? Because in the morning everything was a little bit in a rush. It started with Altin Donkey getting up a bit late to catch his original Flixbus, and even postponing the training with Igor Wojtenko to the evening. Of course, he won't skip it, it's leg days, and we never skip leg days. And the second and even bigger mistake is Altin Donkey's driver put everything together, but not Altin Donkey. So, even in spite of the heavy rain, Altin Donkey's driver had to run back to collect Altin first. And yeah, get your shits together, boy. That's the message of today. Afterwards, Altin Donkey received an SMS that his Flixbus to Glasgow from Edinburgh was delayed by 155 minutes, which is, hilarious. So Altin Donkey got some help from a very nice dude on the bus station who told him there's a bus going every 15 minutes or something, and Altin Donkey got a ticket for £10 back and forth. So, message of today: if you buy cheap, you buy twice. It's confirmed again. And for the punishment of my driver and also Flixbus, we sing my song now until we reach Glasgow. Here we go.
Ich bin Altin, der Esel, Altin, der Esel, Altin, 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 der Esel. Ich bin Altin, der Esel, Altin, der Esel, Altin, 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 der Esel. I am Altin the Donkey, Altin the Donkey, Altin, Altin, Altin the Donkey. Vajok Altin Asamar, Altin Asamar, Altin, Altin, Altin Asamar.
Even though it might seem only a little moment for you, Altin Donkey took 2 hours now to make his way to Glasgow. However, we find ourselves here in front of George Square, which is one of the 6th popular and central squares of Glasgow, framed by Town Hall and Merchant Hall, probably in that order, not 100% sure. The place was built in 1781 and it's named after King George III. Altin Donkey was suspecting that George P. from his financial department also has a finger in his game because he's involved in everything. But well, we will figure it out. On the square we have monuments of very important Scottish people, for example James Watt, Robert Burns and, guess who again, Sir Walter Scott. Using a short period of rain break, Altin Donkey proudly presents in front of the camera the City Hall and the Old Fruit Market. This building has been erected in 1970 and stands under protection of the British government for memorial purpose by today. We have lots of bars here providing whiskey with Gaelic music, which is kind of a Scottish tradition, and Altin Donkey will try to find some souvenirs in the Old Fruit Market. Let's see if he will be successful before we start taking care of other churches. Considering this memorial, it seems James Arthur, winner of X Factor, was lying when he said he's from Middlesbrough. It seems he's actually a singer, respectively a Scotsman from the 19th century. However, it didn't harm his image since he won the show, and congratulations to him. A very warm welcome, dear donkey sisters and those who want to become brothers of the family, in front of Glasgow's own St. Mungo Cathedral. And no, it's not a holy mango, it's not a holy Mungo, it's Saint Mungo. The church has been erected in 1197 and it's owned by British Crown today. The style is Gothic and the church tower is 69 meters high. Famous funerals here are a certain Charles McIntosh, and he served as a name giver of computer in 1980s and of a series of apples. Congratulations! First question of today: who was the Saint Mungo, respectively? His nickname is Kentigern. Who served as name giver for that church? This church is as well, he's a saint according to Catholic and Protestant beliefs, but I think the church is a Catholic one. Maybe that will help you to solve the question, maybe not. During a precious moment of sunshine, Altin Donkey proudly presents the Botanic Gardens of Glasgow. Here we're looking out for rare orchids, rest in peace Juan, and a very nice and worth to see tea house. Let's get it on. Donkey sisters, brothers, and all who want to join the family. This is Calvin Groove Art Gallery and Museum. The building has been erected in 1901 in a Victorian style, and it's almost as wide and bulky as Altin Donkey himself. We have the most recommended museum of Glasgow here in front of us, with 8,000 single pieces of demonstration in 22 permanent galleries and some temporary galleries. It seems like Altin Donkey can walk in totally for free, which would be surprising, but it seems like. And every lunchtime there is an organ play. As Altin Donkey is on time, we will have certain parts of that on tape. Follow me, dear Donkey sisters, brothers, and those who want to become member of the family, to see parts of the Scottish identity in arts and culture, and also some dinosaur skeleton and maybe something from World War II. Want another museum, you get another museum. Altin Donkey is doing everything for his fans. In this case, you will get the Riverside Museum. Why Riverside? This museum is directly located on the River Clyde. And before we are cracking stupid jokes about where Bonnie is, Altin Donkey would like to annoy you or bother you with the second question of today. Clyde is 176 kilometers long, third longest river in Scotland, 10th longest river in the UK. But Altin Donkey would like to know what is the longest river in Scotland. Even though the name wouldn't make people think it's the longest river, it has 190 kilometers and it starts floating, or the spring is located in Ben Leo Mountains, and it floats into the North Sea at the area of Dundee. So, regarding the museum, this museum is the most modern museum in Scotland. It has been erected in 2011. The architect is an Iraqian British designer, Zaha Hadid. and it's about transportation. It's about cars, locomotives, ships and everything. And in the backyard we have an old sailorman ship that could be also visited on good days. As the weather is changing within minutes, Altin Donkey is thinking today it might not be possible to see it. In any case, let's go! Donkey sisters, brothers and those who want to become member of the family. Altin Donkey decided it wasn't worth to wait for the opening hours of Ben Nevis Bar to have a whiskey with Gaelic music, because it's cold, rainy, and Altin Donkey, first of all, is not in the mood for whiskey. Therefore, it doesn't make sense to wait for nothing. Before we get going to close the video of today, Altin Donkey would like to raise the third question of today, which is: Bon Scott, singer of AC/DC, is no Australian guy, but a Scottish man. To express his roots in music, he played the bagpipe, the significant or the most popular instrument of Scotland, in one of his AC/DC songs. What is the name of this song? Question mark, question mark, question mark. So, and now to the way back. Altin Donkey was a little bit disappointed because the second bus was not close, as comfortable as the first one. Was very packed, very full, very overloaded actually. There was no table to sit down and record a message. There was no plugs to charge anything. And actually, it wasn't only very busy inside but also outside. There was lots of traffic, and in the end Altin Donkey could only cut a little time because he already knew that the bus was stopping at a very much closer station to his hotel than the one that he was entering initially this morning. In the end it was very average, even though the ride in the morning was very good. But Altin Donkey figured out that in the UK long distance buses seem to be that kind of thing, to travel cheap on the long distance. In any case, Altin Donkey has a very full schedule now. As promised, he will do a little workout with Igor Wojtenko now to keep his very donkey-y body strong and powerful. And then he needs to pack and answer his fan mails via postcard. That's the plan, and until then, here we go with the answers of today's question. The first one was: who was the holy Mungo, after whom Saint Mungo Cathedral has been named? Of course, he was the first bishop of Glasgow. Yeah, who could guess that? And second question: what is the longest river in Scotland? And the name wouldn't let you to this conclusion. The name is very short, that was the reason for this hint. And the name is Tay River. And last but not least, the question was in which song Bon Scott was blowing the bagpipe, and the song name is It's a Long Way to the Top, in brackets, if you wanna rock and roll. The brackets I would give you as a gift, so if you don't have them, you'll still get the point. In any case, Altin Donkey wishes you a very pleasant night. Please keep your fingers crossed that he will make his tight schedule. And we see each other, we hear each other, we smell each other, we taste each other. Dear donkey sisters, brothers, and those who want to be part of the family, have a good donkey-like night.